And I'm here with another video for the Gel Press Print to Project series. Now today I'm doing something a little bit different. I'm working backwards again, so first layers on the plate will end up being the top layers as you pull off your prints, but today I'm using my Posca paint pens. Now there are other brands, lots of brands of paint pens. I've got a good collection of these because you start with one or two and you end up with loads. And these have a nice soft bullet tip, so these are great. You can draw directly onto your gel press with these because they are paint. Whatever you draw sits happily on top of the plate. You can doodle, you can completely fill your plate with pattern and colour, and then we're going to put layers on top and it will pull off slightly distressy layers of what you've been drawing. One of the great things about this technique is you put all the work in first on those early layers, so when you pull the prints off there's not much more work to do because all the pattern will be there. Now I've used mine to create this double-sided concertina journal. I've just cut the pages down and you might be able to see there one of my doodling in the background. It's a really great fun technique. You can't damage your plate as long as you use nice soft bullet tip paint pens, and let's get doodling. I'm working on my 8x10 gel press. You can work on any size for something like this. I've gathered up my Posca pens. Now these are paint pens, so if I draw directly onto the gel press, the paint will sit nicely on top of here. I can let it dry and then I can pull it off with a layer of paint or several layers of paint, maybe with some stencil layers as well. I've also got a few stencils. If you're not confident with your freehand doodling or drawing, you could always use your stencils to guide you on there. So I've got a few stencils at the ready. So these are just standard Poscas, acrylic paint pens, and I'm just going to make a start and doodle my way across the whole plate. When I'm doodling, I like to stitch just really simple shapes, so all I'm thinking here is dots and circles, lines, arrows, broken lines. You can have broken lines in a shape, add a little bit of movement. Add a stenciled layer on there now with some white acrylic. I'm going to add my next layer, which is sky blue light. I'm not going to cover the whole thing, I'm just going to bring blue in patches and then let that dry. And now a darker colour, a bit of fuchsia. Now as a top layer, I'm just going to add a very thin braid layer of a light rose, something that will allow all of that colour to show. There I have my very distressed looking doodle page. Now there's still some left here, so I'm going to have another go. So 2 contrastic pages so far. part 2 when I show you what I'm going to do with my prints. Thanks for watching.